Hi, I'm Andrew Vitek, Assistant Teaching Professor of Political Science and Director of the Counterterrorism option for the Penn State Masters of Professional Studies in Homeland Security. Now, at all levels of government and in some segments of the private sector, there is a real demand for professionals who have the skills and expertise to develop and implement strategies for responding to the persistent threat that terrorism imposes. And with that in mind, we've designed Penn State's counterterrorism option for the MPS and Homeland Security to help professionals develop those skills and prepare them for the kind of work that is highly valued by the U.S. military, intelligence agencies, the Department of Homeland Security, and law enforcement across all levels of government. Specifically, the counterterrorism option provides in-depth training built around several key areas. First, the topic of terrorism itself. Students learn about what motivates it and how it functions as a strategy for achieving larger goals. Second, students will gain knowledge about how to assess current terrorism threats, including what those threats are, who they are, and where they come from, and what they entail. Third, students will investigate and evaluate the strategies and tactics that are used to respond to and counter terrorist threats. And lastly, students will focus on the tools and methods of analysis that are needed to use, analyze, and present the data and research crucial for understanding the key questions relevant to counterterrorism. Now, as a student in the counterterrorism option, you will work with world-class terrorism scholars and professors, all of whom have made significant contributions to how terrorism and counterterrorism are understood and addressed. You will engage with course materials that combine cutting-edge scholarship combined with real-world case studies. The aim here is to give students the sharpest understanding of terrorism as it exists today, and the efforts needed to counteract it. And you'll undertake assignments modeled on professional work and reporting. The option prepares you for a professional career, and the work you do as a student will reflect that. Now, the option is built around 5 core courses, which the students then supplement with a diverse range of electives. The first class looks at why terrorism occurs when, where, and how it does, and gets into the economic, political, social, cultural, religious, strategic, and tactical factors associated with terrorism. The second will have you looking at how terrorism can be directly addressed through analysis of history, strategies and tactics, ethics, and comparative real-world examples. Third, you will learn how to put a wide range of data and research tools to use that will provide you the necessary skill building to help you on the job. Fourth, you'll look at terrorism perpetrators themselves and gain an understanding of not only why people become terrorists, but also why they decide to leave it behind. And finally, the option's capstone will have you utilize everything you've learned in the program to produce your own original research paper on a counterterrorism topic of your choice. So, who should apply to the counterterrorism or CT option? The program is open to all candidates who hold a bachelor's degree and that have a professional interest in working in the area of CT or Homeland Security. The option is particularly useful for federal, state, local emergency management officials, law enforcement personnel, members of the military and employees of intelligence agencies, and employees connected with the Department of Homeland Security who seek training to more effectively assess and respond to the threat of terrorism. And also private sector workers, particularly those in the areas of security and risk assessment, may also find the training very relevant. I want to thank you for your interest in the counterterrorism option. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any questions.